Do you agree that you have high anxiety? Do you agree that the symptoms and thoughts that you have are caused by anxiety? Do you see how your what-if thoughts are part of the anxiety fight or flight response, designed to help you understand the potential threat you are facing? Do you see that the term fight or flight response means that you are being primed to identify and take action against a potential threat? Do you see why any thoughts or doubts you have about symptoms being caused by another condition are just these risk assessment thoughts created by your anxiety? Do you agree that there is actually nothing real in your environment that can harm you? Do you see that when false fear is present, your mind still sends out these what-if thoughts? Do you see that the emotion of fear is an alarm system to detect and respond to danger? Do you understand that fear is an emotion like happiness, sadness, jealousy, and anger? So do you see that there is no real threat present? That you're experiencing false fear, and that the anxious thoughts and all the symptoms you experience are all, without fail, related to the emotion of fear? Medication, psychotherapy, and hypnosis are all recognized treatments for anxiety, panic attacks, agoraphobia, OCD, pure O, PTSD, derealization, depersonalization, eating disorders, and other anxiety-related conditions. But there's a problem. In isolation, they don't work. In fact, they can't ever work. I have never met a single person who has been cured by these devices. Why? It's very simple. Like I said earlier, we're dealing with an emotion, the emotion of fear, an emotion that can normally be switched on and off as required. Like when a dog runs out in front of your car, the anxiety levels are increased to deal with the danger, and then when dealt with, are switched off. Because all anxiety sufferers have what I call creative intellect, when they experience an initial anxiety response, they embellish the what-if thoughts with their creativity. So a chest pain becomes a heart attack, their breathlessness becomes a life-threatening illness, etc. Does this make sense? So every internal anxiety symptom becomes a threat. Every thought process, action, or challenge is met with a what-if thought. Even normal events, like shopping or driving, create what-if thoughts that can be very disempowering, stopping you from doing those things you'd normally do without a problem. For over 13 years, I've been showing anxious people, over 136,000 people through my program, plus tens of thousands through my TV series, my residential retreats, and my DVDs and books, how to switch off their high anxiety with permanent results. My program works, without fail, if you do it. In fact, the Linden Method outlines the only humanly possible anxiety cure. This is verified and recognized by research specialists and psychologists from around the world. Because your creative mind causes your high anxiety, you haven't gained anxiety, you've actually lost inspiration. In crime movie terms, your anxiety response should be an open and shut case, but if you have creative intellect, it opens but it doesn't shut. Instead, it creates an epic adventure in your mind and body. Your anxiety can be cured. Your symptoms can be switched off. Your obsessive thoughts can be erased. Your inappropriate fears can be eliminated. Your agoraphobia can be reversed. Your compulsions and behaviours can be eliminated. Your doubts about health, life, relationships, and all else can be stopped. Your phobias can be stopped in their tracks, permanently. Our program is endorsed by the most qualified experts in the field of human emotion and psychology. Your program support will be provided by qualified psychologists and counsellors. I'm so sure we'll be able to cure you that I'll give you a 1-year money-back guarantee. This program, our residential retreats, and all of our materials, staff and centres have something no other person or organisation on earth can boast. The only possible solution for high anxiety conditions, backed by research academics, with thousands of testimonials, 13 years of history, and more experience curing people just like you than any other resource. Give me the opportunity to cure you, and we will do everything we can to prove to you that your life can be amazing. We don't just cure people, we release anxious people's true potential.
I know the word guarantee makes some people shudder with doubt or scepticism, but our guarantee is different. Most guarantees mean that you have to send the product back for repair or get a replacement if it goes wrong, but my guarantee is entirely different. The Linden Method guarantee entitles you to use the method for anything up to 1 whole year from your purchase date, and you can send it back to us, no questions asked, no explanation needed, for a total refund. You can utilise the Linden Method manual, listen to all the CDs, watch the DVD, and call for support whenever you need it, as many times as you like. And if you ultimately decide you don't want to use it anymore, you can get your money back. So you see, this means that in principle, you only end up paying for the method if you feel that it's worked for you. How many other products or businesses would offer that sort of guarantee? Imagine asking your psychologist or counsellor for a refund after a year. But they should guarantee their work. I had to refinance my home to pay for my weekly sessions, and after 12 months I had to declare bankruptcy, having paid so many people so much money without them getting me back to where I needed to be, to the level of health where I was capable of working to pay off the debt. You might be asking yourself why I offer such a watertight guarantee. Well, the answer is simple. I have absolute faith in the Linden Method being the solution to anxiety, panic attacks, phobias and OCD. And I know that if you do the Linden Method correctly, you will recover. I've watched it work tens of thousands of times and have witnessed firsthand how implementing just a few simple rules turned my life around in days. Within a week of implementing my method, I went from having up to 12 panic attacks every day, experiencing constant depersonalisation and derealisation, insomnia, blurred vision, to name but a few symptoms, to going back to work and even going away on holiday. I know that this can be hard to believe, but recovery is really just a hop away. The changes you can make right now to feel better tomorrow are so simple, but they have to be structured and exact, and that's where we come in. We don't fail at providing exactly what you need to make a full and permanent recovery, and we don't give up till you achieve just that. And that's why we have such a bold guarantee, because time has shown us that 98% of our clients are 100% satisfied with the promises we make.